friends, welcome to Storytime today. I'm so glad to get to see you. I wish we were at the library, but I'm so glad to see you here for virtual Storytime. We're going to read one of my absolute favorite stories today. I hope it's one of your favorites. But before we get started, let's sing our Storytime song. Are you guys ready? Awesome. We clap and say hello. We clap and say hello. With our friends it's story time. We clap and say hello. We stomp and say hello. We stomp and say hello. With our friends it's story time. We stomp and say hello. We wave and say hello. We wave and say hello. With our friends it's story time. We wave and say hello. Hi friends! Welcome to Storytime today. We are going to be reading Where the Wild Things Are. The story and pictures are by Maurice Sendak for this book. And this book is so awesome. It is a Caldecott Medal winner. Kids, if you don't know what that is, there's a big contest that they have every year for all the picture books. And there's a committee of people and they choose the one that has the best artwork for that year. And that wins the Caldecott Medal. Well, this is a book that won the Caldecott Medal. So we are going to read Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. I'm going to hold it a little closer so you guys can see the pictures after I read, because it has such good pictures. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceilings hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. Wow. You guys see the forest? And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. Here's Max on his private boat. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Can you guys see the wild things? And Max. Awesome. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with a magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Look at Max doing his magic trick. Being the most wild thing of all. And they made him king of all the wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Let's see the wild rumpus. Here they are dancing. All of the wild things. Ooh, here they are hanging from trees. All the wild things. Look at Max, king of the wild things. Now stop, said Max, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely, and he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped onto his private boat and waved goodbye. There he is saying goodbye to all of the wild things. And he sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through the days. And into the night of his very own room, where he found supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. That's the end. That's where the wild things are, by Maurice Sendak. So do you guys think that Max really went on a wild adventure and left his room to where the wild things are? I think maybe. He just used his imagination. And that's a really cool thing to do. Right now, a lot of us are stuck at home and we're not able to leave and go out and do as many things as we would like to. But we can always go lots of places by using our imagination and reading cool books like this one. All right, awesome. Thanks so much for coming to Storytime, you guys. I miss seeing you guys so much at the library. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Are you ready for our goodbye song? Awesome. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Story time is done today. We have had a lot of fun. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Bye, friends. See you next time.